welcome to a new episode of the Solo Canadians. I'm Scotty V and I'm with good old King Kansas. How you doing?
I am doing fabulous, Scotty. We had a crazy last weekend there, buddy. Like, so crazy that Scotty's mic is popping up.
I know.
Look at that. He's like, what the hell's going on? Scotty, this is not American Idol. Don't start singing on me, okay?
Well, I'm not saying.
Because you know me, if people start singing, the king leaves the building.
Yep.
And that's Elvis, and I don't want to be that kind of king, if you know what I mean, man. So on this episode, Scotty, we're getting there. We're getting there almost, the double digits in the hundreds there. I think number 104, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
Guys, like we always say, send in topic ideas, man. You know us, we're knowledgeable. Scotty knows a lot about comics, and the king knows about that much, or what he used to remember.
Anyways,
I try my best, right?
Let's go.
So this episode, Scotty, we're going to be doing a cool, unique topic. It's going to be called, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready, Scotty?
I'm ready.
Suspense. Lesser known, I guess, superheroes or characters that we like to see in the MCU today. Okay?
Okay.
We got a taste of it, Scotty, with the Guardians of the Galaxy, because the king didn't know, like, he heard of it, but we didn't give a rat's butt. So, do you have any ideas or suggestions, or should I just take over, Scotty, and then I'll let you...
Just take over.
Okay. So, Scotty, some lesser-known characters that the king would love to see in the big screen, because it's going to, maybe further expand the characters. And we're not going to include any Fox properties, because we can say, Fantastic Four, Namor, and all those guys who are attached to that universe, like Silver Surfer. No. Lesser known. So, okay. The first up on my list, Scotty, because you like a good old martial arts kind of style, theme movie, like kind of like what we got in Netflix's Iron Fist.
Yep.
How about I can't even pronounce it.
Shang-Chi.
He is Marvel's version of Bruce Lee. So could you imagine like putting a movie of that kind of caliber in the MCU and introducing, I guess, the MCU into like, the martial arts kind of Iron Fist in the MCU? What do you think of that? Do you kind of like it? No?
Oh,
because if you're Bruce Lee fans and all martial arts...
In the Iron Fist, I can see it, but in the movies, no.
If you did it properly with that and kind of introduce... Don't forget, you're not going to know about it because that's the whole point. You don't know about it. You don't know if it's going to work, but we didn't think Guardians was going to work, and look what happened with Guardians.
That's true.
Bunch of nobodies that got together, and we got magic on the screen, right?
That's true.
So that's what I'm thinking. I like Bruce Lee, and I was always wondering how the hell can they incorporate, and then you can do a little Doctor Strange twist and mythology and Fing Fang Foom and all this other stuff that the king's heard of but hasn't read about. Another one is kind of like a knockoff of Cloak and Dagger, Moon Knight.
I can see Moon Knight. He's like Batman.
Yes. With his little thing, you can use the whole night scenario, and if you can get a Batman version of him.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think? Yeah, you can do a nightmare kind of horror take on that.
With
None of the New
Strange.
Mutants garbage, which will definitely scare the crap out of you. Yeah, with Doctor Strange even. Another one, because kind of like RoboCop growing up, and I don't like Inspector Gadgets, but it's going to be kind of my reference to it. The Machine Man.
I don't know who that is.
Scotty, I didn't know who the hell it was too until I kind of did a little dig deeping there. Dig deeping. I can't even speak proper English, man.
Dig deeper.
Yeah, into it. Yeah, man. Just imagine like the Bionic Man or the $6 Million Man mixed with Deathlock, RoboCop, and everything.
Okay.
And then if you want to say a little creepy twist to like a Inspector Gadget, modify that, introduce it, and then you kind of have him interact with kind of like a guy like Iron Man or something, since he's all tech savvy, or even an Ultron.
Yeah. Wouldn't
it be cool to have kind of like interject something like that?
I guess.
A little bit. But anyways, now we're going back into the horror realm. How about Marvel's version of like Swamp Thing, the Man Thing?
Nope.
Could you imagine doing like kind of like they're somewhere in the middle of the jungle, something happens to the guy because he's messing around with nature, and then you kind of get that kind of realm or that kind of element introduced into the MCU, that you can get the Hulk involved or Abomination again?
No.
You don't like that idea? Scotty, it doesn't even interest you a little bit?
Nope.
Don't think of the popular guys here. I'm just trying to expand the universe.
No.
Imagine all the fans you can draw in, Scotty.
I know.
Come on. Work with me, Scotty.
No. Next.
Okay, next? Okay. Two more guys. Trust me, my list is not long because there's not a lot that I would like, watch that on the big screen. How about X-Men realm? So once we do kind of get, they're kind of X-Men related, on the Savage Land, how about Kazar and Shanna? kind of like 10,000 BC version for Marvel.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, him hunting down, and then you can maybe introduce like a Kraven the Hunter, Scotty. So you kind of get your Spider-Man's element kind of all over that, mixed with a little bit of the X-Men.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat, eh? You know, you follow their story of how he becomes, and maybe something happens to her, and then he goes to the civilized world like Tarzan or whatever the hell, and kind of take it like that.
Yeah.
And then my last one, guys, we have Captain America. Why not do it like a Captain Britain? You know, Scotty? Introduce the UK, like get some royal blood in it. Then you can have a royal blood feud between the Black Panther and Captain Britain. You imagine doing like a crossover, like a little event that, you know, king versus king in a sense. Not this king, because you know who's going to win that battle. This king's going to win it. But could you imagine something like that, and you introduce the UK or kind of somewhere besides America in the MCU?
If they don't make him cheesy, yeah.
Yeah, because have we really got like characters that are introduced in the MCU that are not from like North America, really? It would be a good take to kind of get into Europe and then explore.
Yeah,
that,
besides Black Panther,
not really.
They've been all American based.
That's what I'm saying. So it would be kind of neat to explore that. So anyway,
except
Scotty,
for Russia, except for.
So
Black
guys,
Panther.
that's my thoughts or some of the characters that I would kind of like suggest. Maybe you guys can tell us. Comment section. Tell us. What would you like that? And don't go for the popular characters like, you know, the Hulk's cousin, She-Hulk, and all this well-known stuff. Dig deep. Let the king know. Because you know what? I would love to hear it. Scotty would love to hear it too. So anyway, Scotty, enough with those. Now, we're going to add a little twist because I want to get this guy involved. Because, you know, I don't like Scotty V being quiet by himself here. Scotty, if you had to do any new or recent superhero or supervillain, whether it's from the Marvel Universe or DC even, what villain or character would you do over again or reintroduce this time around?
I really hated Jared Leto's Joker.
Okay, so kind of
I would do
delete
Joker.
him?
Delete and start over. Joker's the number one.
You think so? You would even...
Batman...
Is it too recent, though, to start, Scotty, even though we got Heath Ledger?
No.
No?
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, they're all good. I don't need to change anything there. Marvel side, Marvel's basically perfect casting.
Okay.
I don't
How
know.
about, like, some of the Fox films, even? If you have to, you know, deep dive into that... You know, like what Fox movies would you do? Would you do like a Punisher movie again? Like
no.
Any of those guys? Would you bring them to the big screen and redo them over?
No. I might.
I know Blade. Blade's people have been talking about Blade.
I might want to do Daredevil again.
Okay.
But besides that,
because we got Netflix, right? You think that because of that whole whatever? I'm thinking
Punisher.
Blade.
Punisher, no. Blade would work as a Netflix series, not
You don't
a
think
movie.
it will work as a movie and
No.
introduce into Michael Morbius and that vampire?
They can introduce him in the movies.
With werewolves and all that shit, Scott?
If they do Doctor Strange, because if their second sequel they're planning is Nightmare.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's gonna be inspired by the Nightmare story, so they can put that there, right?
Damn.
But I don't know. I think Joker would be the number one thing to start over.
Would you, Scotty? Because now this is religious territory, guys. You know, movie wise, not with Jesus. Okay, I don't want you guys hitting on me now. How about any of the villains in the Tobey Maguire films? Would you do a Doc Ock again? Would you do Green Goblin over? How would you do that?
I
Scotty?
wouldn't touch Dr. Octopus.
You would leave.
I'll leave him.
Leave it. That's a damn good performance. Like that's like almost spot on.
I would leave that. Green Goblin, it was
you
good.
Redo it?
I would do. I would redo it, but not like tech based, like how they did in the Tobey
You would
Maguire.
have him wear a mask kind of thing and do a
Like how they were,
how it's supposed to be in the comic book.
like how they were gonna do originally.
Yeah, I seen that behind the scenes stuff that you seen pop
That
up
would
on
have
the
been
internet.
that would have been scary.
Sick
shit.
as hell.
Venom I would do over again, but we would have
We're
to.
gonna get it with Tom Hardy.
With Tom Hardy.
The different MCU version.
No,
of Fox, right?
I'm gonna say do Venom again because, from my understanding, Venom's not gonna have the white spider on his chest.
Okay.
So I would.
Maybe he's gonna get it after he comes in contact with Spider-Man, Scotty. Maybe that's how he's gonna get that logo or whatever.
Who else would I redo? I would redo Sandman. Sandman sucked. Thomas Hiddle Church.
Thomas Hayden Church. Yeah, he did okay again.
No,
I think
sucked.
if he was the main villain, it would have been better.
Yeah.
I like the way he looked. He looked like the comic book. He looked like
Flint and Marco.
Oh yeah, that's his name. I was gonna almost say the Juggernaut.
No.
Kane Marco. I think is the.
That's about it.
Yeah. Would you love to introduce the Black Cat?
No.
For Spider-Man to have that love interest? You know what I would like to do? Reintroduce Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy. I don't know. You don't have to be like the comic books. please don't follow that new stuff that they're doing. And please, I'm begging you guys, no Miles Morales. I cannot, no. There's only one Spider-Man, Scotty, in my book, and you know who that is? Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Until the day we die, that's Spider-Man.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Just like Batman, Bruce Wayne. There's no, what's the other one, Scotty? His son, I don't even know who else.
His son.
Thomas Wayne, I can go on and on.
Damian Wayne Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, none of that Batman Beyond stuff, even though they look cool, don't get me wrong. And Superman, there's only one Superman, Clark Kent. I don't care what you say, Clark Kent. Right?
Yep.
Green Lantern? That's what I want them to do over.
Hal, would you want Jon Stewart or Hal Jordan?
Hal Jordan.
You want Hal Jordan?
Yeah. I never was a big fan of that Justice League cartoon stuff, and that's when they introduced Jon Stewart. I don't even know if he's in the comics. Don't hate me, DC guys.
Probably now he is, but before he was a animated character.
Would you, Scotty, before we go, would you retouch like characters that DC even introduced? Like, would you do the Flash over?
No.
Would you do Aquaman over? Would you do Wonder Woman over?
No. I wouldn't touch it.
Because I know we said so many times, do a reboot.
Maybe Batman, because Ben Affleck doesn't want to do it anymore. But
well, you know what? Ben Affleck got the short end of stick by whatever, man. If they would have left him with him directing his own thing, I think we would have got a kick-ass Batman.
Yeah.
And Man of Steel 2, 3, whatever the hell, started. Henry Cavill's okay. No mustard gate or whatever you want to call it. Get rid of that crap. But I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and of course, Scotty, we can't go without talking about, Transformers. They have to, just start it over. That's all I ask.
Just keep the voice actors, just start over the cast.
I'm hoping, Scotty, with Bumblebee, hopefully we'll get a trailer of that pretty damn soon because they were chirping on the internet. We're going to get it soon. I would love to see if it's going to go back to the movie magic like the first one. And you know what? Bring back Shia. I don't care what you guys say. Shia was Transformers, in my opinion. Scotty, you agree?
I agree.
Ever since that kid left it after the third one, it just kind of nosedived.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shia is Transformers. It's like taking the star player from a hockey team or a sport team, get rid of him, the heart and soul, and you just killed it.
Yeah, it's like getting rid of Sidney Crosby, throwing him on the other team, and that's it. Your team is going to fall apart.
It's like win. It's still Spider-Man, even though it's not Spider-Man. It doesn't work that way, So anyway, Scotty, I think that's it for this episode. Guys, give us your ideas in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe, like Scotty V always says.
And
we need show topic ideas. Tell us.
Yes.
Speak to the Civil Canadians.
Yes.
Right, Scotty?
Yep.
Let's get out of here so we can enjoy our weekend, buddy.
Well, he said everything, so be good.
Be good, guys. And watch Gotham and the TV, whatever the hell, if you haven't seen all those.
Season finales.
Be good.
Bye.